River Nile is a Nile shared by several countries.
They say they will share the water.
Well, that's very good, and we believe that, but if you were saying something, we have to agree on it. And there have been agreements between these countries since 1929 and 1959, and it was made by the British. And these agreements are not respected for the time being. This is one of the points. However, we believe that through diplomatic and political engagement, we will be able to provide a sort of a partnership for development for all countries. But it has to achieve certain criteria. There is no right for any country in order to develop its own society to harm another society. So the no harm rule should apply for everybody. And Egypt, the only source of water for Egypt is the River Nile.
Well, speaking of no harm, sir, you know that some of your officials were caught on camera, not knowing they were being recorded, threatening to bomb the dam and bomb Ethiopia.
Yeah.
Is that going to be your policy towards the story?
Well, there is no officials have been saying this. You are talking about a meeting with political figures from all the spectrum of the Egyptian society. And of course, within this platform, everybody would like to say whatever he would say. But this does not mean at all that there is an official stand on this. To the contrary, our official stand is very clear. We go through the legal procedure in order to make sure that the legal agreements are respected. We go through the political and diplomatic channels, even using public diplomacy. We are going through the partnership for development. We are very willing to help and support and even to share the burden of building this dam, provided that the studies are robust enough in order to make sure that they are not affecting the environment or the socio-economic life or the water resources or the quality and the quantity of water reaching our territory.
But the fact that, okay, from the political spectrum, people talked about bombing Ethiopia shows just what an existential threat you find potentially this dam. I mean, you can never rule anything out, but is a military option there for you?
Well, it would not be totally acceptable to talk about military options when they did not explore other options as well. However, exactly as you said, it's a matter of life for Egypt. I mean, Egypt is the gift of the Nile, and God has gifted the Nile to Egypt. So we cannot actually live without the Nile. You are talking about a bloodline to all Egyptians. So I think, and our African brothers and Africa appreciate this very well. The issue is that they have their own aspirations to build a dam in order to develop their own communities. And we are supporting this, and we are happy with this. All we are asking is to have enough studies about the effect of this dam or that project to the other countries. And this is something very basic for all. The dam safety is important for the Ethiopians themselves. The last report which we received from the Trilateral Commission reveals that the dam safety has not been taken into account of a project of that magnitude. And this is very serious for the Ethiopians themselves. The Sudanese, if this dam was suffer any sort of collapse or something, you are talking about the drowning of a whole population in Sudan. So we have to take things seriously, and also we have to work very well in developing our communities, Ethiopian communities, all African communities, and we would like to share this with them as well.